I was kidding. Sorry.
Do you find it hard to play the voice of a boy for like Black Star?
Yes, I do. No, really, I mean, not to be short with the answer, but that was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Plus, it's like such a wreck on your voice. It's like, it's the same thing Colleen Clinkenbeard, who plays Luffy in One Piece. She can't record that for 4 hours. Because if you do, you sound like air. You know, like, hey, you know, like that's it. So it's like you have to have kind of a limit on the amount you can. It's like I can do 4 girl characters in a day, but I can only do 1 boy character, and I can only do it for 2 hours. But I can do for 3 more hours afterwards a girl character. But my voice will be gone if I try to do Black Star for 4 hours. Which is why most of the time when I go to anime conventions, I'm doing the voice so much for everybody who walks up, and I get so excited. I'm not really warmed up, but I really wreck the voice. That's why. That's why he was like saying like, yeah, everybody asked her to do the boy voice. I was like, you jerk. But yes, it's super difficult. It was really, Black Star is my first boy I ever did. That sounds bad. My first boy voice I ever was in. And when I went in there, I thought it was a joke. I was like, you want me to do the boy voice? Like, I do nothing but girls all the time. Like, I always do girl voices. And I know, it sounds bad again. There's no way to say that, or it doesn't sound horrible. I'm sorry. But yeah, you know, and I was like, oh really? And so I kind of made fun of my little brother. I was just joking. Like, you know, one of those lines. And it's like, oh my God, is this 6th grade? We should piss on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just was joking. And he was like, no, that's perfect. It's perfect, because the Japanese really wanted him to sound a little bit like a girl. They had a girl do the voice in Japan. And it was, we actually had to redo the first 2 episodes because they were too guyish. Because he had to sound like Tsubaki. That was the goal. And that, like, the Japanese were like, no, more girly. Because that's what's funny about him. Because he's got all these big muscles, and he always gets on top of things, and he's like, I'm the best, and I'm awesome, I'm the biggest star ever, you guys suck, you know what I mean? But he talks like a girl, and that's why it's funny, because he like talks about how great he is, but he talks like a girl. So, but that was just, it was so funny when I did record it. They were just like, no, it's gonna need to sound more masculine. I'm like, yeah. Like, so I'm doing that, and they kept having to lower the mic, and like, no, I think you need to be more masculine. Like, all right, more masculine, yeah. You know, the whole time is so funny. They got videos of me doing it, because I was being so, goofy doing it, but I love Black Star. He's still one of my favorites right now, because he's different. Pride's fun too, but Pride's 8, so, I mean, when he's a boy, when he's Salim, so it's just, you know, like, really easy to do that, but he was hard, and a lot of the times when he laughs too, it was really difficult to sync that up because his flaps are ha, so you really have to go ha, you know what I mean? Like, so that was difficult to do, but he was super fun. I was so sad when it was over. I was really sad. And has anybody here seen Phantom? Requiem for a Phantom? You guys should see that because I cried, honestly. It was sad afterwards. I was like, oh my God. Really, it's a good one. But yeah.
Is that a whole other anime?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it came out. It's still airing in Japan. But somehow we got it here as well. But it's good. It's not the same genre. But I just thought about it because I was thinking about ones that actually like affected me a lot. And Black Star was one. And so then I thought about Cal from that. That's where I work with that. So cues for the A's? Yes?
What's your favorite type of character to play? Maybe not a specific character, but like you like to play the crazy person, or you like to play the young girl, or whatever.
I like playing like really super hyper characters, like, you know, Himeko from Pony Pony Dash. So that's really fun. So you just go in there and like, I'd have to drink like 5 energy drinks, go figure. Because like she's so hyper and crazy. And she was just really fun because you had a lot of free range with the voice where you could go. You know, it's not just like, a lot of times it's like, you're getting out of voice. You have to, you know, it always has to sound the same. But because she was so wacky, I could pretty much just go anywhere with her and it wouldn't, you know, matter. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. I think right now my favorite thing to do is just those girl voices that are like, they're actually fairly simple to do, but they're just fun characters, like the tough ones. They're always, you know, shooting people. Let's go. You know, like that stuff's fun. Like, you know, Angel Beats. Like that was a good show. A good show. Yeah, it's a really good show. I think everyone should participate in that one. But yeah, and I also like to do those, like IU from Canon. She's kind of different because she's sort of like, everything that she did was very airy, and like, you know, I had to get like, really close to the mic, and it was, I'm dreaming. You know, like, and that was very fun to do that kind of, what would you say, like celestial type sound, I guess. I don't know. It was surreal. It was fun. But yes, I kind of like them all though. Every week I got a new favorite character. And for 2 years, like, Mermaid Melody was like my favorite thing in the world. So, because that was really fun to record. But yeah. Did I regret like not being in?
Or like after you recorded it, that's the episode that you
regretted? Yeah. So if I say that, you know, like, it would be somebody's favorite. If you said something bad about one anime, it's going to be someone's favorite, and they're going to be so mad that you did that. But there are some that are just very funny, and like, you know, we come up with little nicknames and stuff for them, so they're like they show a lot of panties, or they do a lot of that, we're like, oh my gosh. But no, not really. I don't think I've ever done one that I regretted. I've done a couple that I wish I could have taken a little bit more time on, because the way that they had like a really quick recording schedule. I kind of wish we could have kept the original Black Star at the beginning, because I liked him sounding more boyish, but that's what they wanted. And they sent it back, and they said, redo it. So that's, you know, what happened. But that was what I got the most flack for on it, which was so funny, because everybody's like, I don't understand why you get it, he sounds like a girl. I'm like, well, because that's what they wanted. It's not, you know, like, and we still made him older as he went on, because we wanted to get to that really goofy, you know, low-pitched voice. But there's some that I wish I could have been in, but I mean, I was still in high school when they casted Fullmetal Alchemist. So, I mean, you know, well, what can I do? Nothing, but, you know, so there's a couple. I wish I could have been around for Evangelion. It would have been neat. I mean, I would have had to be like 10 years older, but it still would have been neat. Because I like that anime. I wish I was a guy so I could play Chrono in Chrono Crusade, just because I really like that too. But, you know, Greg's, you know, an awesome guy, so that works out. Greg, I said it to Greg one time, he's like, what? Weird. I was like, I know, sorry. Yeah.
Do you have any crazy stories from recordings, like what you were saying before, with the female family, you know, any funny, crazy antics from the recording?
Well, we like to leave bombs for each other. We call them bombs, and it's when, because they, like, what they'll do is, as the English voices are recorded, they'll leave in the Japanese voices for the voices that are not recorded yet, and then they'll have the English voices in where they're supposed to be, you know? And so if you know that, like, say, Lucy Christian isn't coming in to record, or she's coming in to record next, and I've got a scene with her, and I can leave a really nice part, I'm gonna do it. And like, so every now and then we'll just leave really goofy things, or the characters say something totally different. Like, and they're not expecting it. They're getting ready to record, you know, and they know what the line's supposed to be, and they're like, all right. And sometimes they don't catch it. And that's the funniest part, because afterwards they're like, wait a second, did you just say, oh, like, yes. And they're really fun to leave them for people like Lucy, because she really is honestly so sweet and nice and innocent, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it shocks her. Or Carrie Savage, because she's hilarious to shock. Cutest thing ever. But if you haven't met her, she's actually made of sugar. She's actually made of sugar. So, like, she goes, no, really, in her free time, she goes to Africa and helps children with AIDS. Like, she is an amazing woman. Like, really, honestly. But, yeah, and she's really cute, because she actually talks like this all the time. And it's really cute. Like, oh, you're so cute, I hate you. No, not really. But, yeah, like leaving bombs. One time, they put a camera up at Funimation so we could watch ourselves record. And it's so funny, because like, you can't, when you're recording, and you want to sound like you're waving, you can't just stand there and go, hi, because it just doesn't sound like you're, you have to go, hi, because that sounds like you're waving, you know, you actually have to do some of the action. You can't make a running sound from sitting down like this. That does not sound like you're running, you know what I mean? So you gotta actually get up and, you know, like, to make it sound real. Or, you know, if you want to get punched in the stomach, you kind of have to get punched in the stomach, or you're not gonna sound like you got punched in the stomach. You know, so it's very funny to watch people in the booth, because everybody's doing the most wacky things. Like, every time I did a boy voice, I'm like this. Like, making these weird faces, because they were my boy faces, because I was a boy. But, you know, and like, or, you know, there's a couple things like that where they'll get you by It didn't work. It doesn't like me anymore. Okay, but there's a couple things where we'll leave bombs or we'll do that kind of stuff, and that's super fun to do.